step up. While we are doing, let me know your Paul. Do you see any questions in the comments?
Yes, I had one question to ask, which was the question was, where's the train my own AI? I know we put it under the consistent characters tab right now. So
Yep,
kind of
yep,
just show that while this is being done, where
yep.
it's located.
Show that. So we're gonna come to the consistent character now, right? But before we come to the consistent character, I want to show you what design agents can do because this is just an upgraded version, right?
Yeah, just
Now,
one sec while you get to it. So, guys, before what train your AI meant was basically you can upload your own photo and train it so you can create more variations of it. And then you could also do it where, for example, it was a cartoon photo and all that. So we merged all of that into the consistent characters tab. It's all in there. It's just more
yep,
easy. Instead of having 20 different options, it's all in one. So it's easy for you
yep.
to reference. Okay. So we will kind of name it so you guys can understand for those who have the previous versions and got used to that tab. But it's the
Yes,
same
sir.
thing. So go to consistent character, realistic images, train your own AIs there, or cartoon or whatever. That's the case with other options as well. I saw some questions come in regards to that. We'll cover as well where they're located
Yep.
in the new update. Yeah, go ahead.
All right, so your character creator and portrait is that. Now there are a few things as well, right? Which is this is a massive update for specifically for those of you who are into e-commerce, sell your own products, do it for your clients and all that. Now this product photo is game changer, right? Let me show you. I'm gonna upload a photo, right? So for example, I'm just gonna go here. Let me just go there. All right. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go to design assistant again. I'm gonna go to product photos. I'm gonna come to upload it, right? And let's say I have this clothing piece, right? Let's say frock, right? And this is one of the biggest demand for the your e-com store owners and e-com business owners. Like, okay, I want this, but I want some markups and designs that this piece of frock being, on like a girl in the garden and all that for ads and all that. Now you can do that, right? Pretty cool. Let me show you, right? So say girl wearing the frock. That's a blue frock, right? This is the thing in the garden, and that's the beauty here, right? And it generated the image. Now this is just a game changer for any, whether you want it for your, your jewelries and for your what do you call it, right? Your t-shirts, your pants, your shirts, your joggers, your hoodies, your anything like that. This is product photo and markup creator is the game changer because now you can put your own logos on virtual models. You can generate virtual models with your own logos. Amazing stuff, right? And that's in design assistant. Make sure I'm going to show that result while it is done. Let's come to consistent character because that's where it's thing. Now we support multi consistent characters with different designs. We support normal consistent character if you have like 3D, 2D, and realistic image was previously train your own AI. So, for example, I'm gonna go to realistic image. I'm gonna go to choose from library. I'm gonna go to upload it, and then I'm just gonna do I don't know. I'm just gonna do and say male, hi, 1:1, and let's say there's a cowboy, right? Cowboy in the font, right? For example, and generate the image. This is your train your own AI, but this is just inside that, just to make life simpler and better, right? Just to make, and there you go. This is a piece of frock that I just showed you. Perfect fingers, perfect style, and now you can get this, use it as a design, use it on that. This is just a like look at that. This is a train your own AI, right? And that's a power. That's a power with this, right? So you got this consistent character. You got the AI design assistant for your e-commerce needs. You got character creator for your book creation, stuff like that. AI portrait for creating portraits, turning your design into different styles. We got upscaler. We're gonna talk about that upscaler, but I prefer using upscaler in AI bulk action. That's just next level thing. Let me cover that, right? Consistent characters. Now you can think about any character, right? Let's say, for example, I'm gonna come here. I'm gonna go to consistent character. Okay. I'm gonna go to 3D and 2D style. I'm gonna choose from library. I want, let's say, I want this guy, and I want him, a boy, simple prompt, right? Boy cooking in the kitchen, right? 1:1, boom, generate the image. Now you're not gonna have any issues that, oh, my images are not consistent. Oh, I want my specific illustration for my book. If you have your characters nailed in, created by anywhere else, you can generate consistent images very smooth, very smoothly here, right? I'm just going to show you This is your watercolor painting with the AI portrait, very, very powerful. I'm going to show you, right? He is now a boy sitting. Let's say I'm going to do boy sitting on the bench, in the snow, right? Snow. That's it. Simple stuff, right? Your prompts are the key. Your prompts are the key to unlock the new stuff, right? So these are just two images. This is just thing. Just refresh it, and there you go. You got your boy cooking in the kitchen in the way you want it. This is a guy. Look at that. And that is what you get with the V5 update. We have upgraded all our systems and you get perfect results. You don't have to try multiple times and get the perfect results. You're going to have this boy sitting in the thing, and you can actually imagine. And now for your books, you can get custom illustrations done very quickly, right? And then now you don't even have any issues because now you can combine multiple characters, right? That's a beauty there, right? Whether it is realistic people or illustration and all that, you can combine. Let's say I'm going to go to my AI characters, right? For example, I'm just going to show you, okay? My AI characters, and I have this guy over here. Let's say I'm going to pick him, and we have let's say this guy over here, and I want 4 quantities, okay? And I want 1:1. Let's say 2 boys playing together in the garden, right? And you generate the character. You're gonna have 4 images, right? Just so that you have multiple variations and all, and that's a power it is, right? So that's what you're gonna get there, right? So for example, I'm gonna go to consistent character again and show you again, right? With that character, let me just choose from library, my AI character, or let's say all folders. You pick your design and say, a boy sitting on the bench in the snow, right? I'm just going to generate that. And then while these are being generated, I'm going to show you what you can do with AI Art Illustrator, because now you have your painting illustration, your wall art style, your specific clip art styles, coloring pages. And if you scroll down a little bit, you have these beautiful AAA gaming style. And I'm just going to show you, this is just next level crazy stuff, right? So I'm going to say senior man as the hero in the thunder on the ship. I'm just I'm very poor at prompting, by the way, but I let the AI do the heavy lifting, because anyways. So now I'm just gonna get these generated. I'm gonna wait for my results, and there you go. These 2 boys, they're playing in the garden together. How beautiful that is, right? Pretty powerful, right? And then I'm just gonna show there, and 1 second while this, look at that. Like, this is your A class, A level, your gaming design that you can. And now these are the styles that are very trending, right? Because this gives that hyper realism vibe to your, if you have like your PlayStation gaming vibes, and you can create storybooks with these styles, and that's really powerful, right? And that's the play there, right? And now you can come to AI bulkation and bulk action, and this is I'm very excited about this, right? So let me show you this, right? Now the thing is with AI bulk actions is you want to sell clip arts, you want to do something, you want to do t-shirt design, you want to do walls art and all that. There are like dozens of designs, and you wanted to follow a process there, right? Like, for example, let me show you, right? Let me pick some of these images, okay? Let me, if I can find some, 1 second, like some designs and all that, if I can find. You know what? Let me create more design. Let me show you this process, right? Let's say I've come to design agents and I want clip arts, right? And I want clip arts of cute kitten, for example, right? And I'll do 10 images and generate the clip art, right? Now the process from here to be able to sell it on Etsy or stuff like that, you need, convert it to 300 DPI, upscale them, remove the background and all that. And you would have to spend hours doing it one by one. You don't have to worry about that, right? These are some pretty cool, interesting designs and interesting designs ready for me. I'm going to go to bulk actions. I'm going to come here. I'm going to pick as many images I want. Well, you can pick, 10, 20 images here. Just pick all of them real quick. All right, I'm going to select 8 for now. And then you can create a workflow. Like, hey, AI, first remove the background, please. All right. Second, I wanted to convert it to, I wanted upscale. I wanted upscale to 4K, stuff like that. And I want it to be converted to 300 dpi. And you can build these workflow and just build the action. You just name it. I'm just going to name it PSRV1, right? And build. Now, the beauty here is it's going to take all that process, okay? Take all this design, remove the background, convert to 300 dpi, upscale it, ready for you to sell your packages, right? Sell your packs on Etsy and stuff like that. Now, this is never done, right? Every tool that you have to do manually, manual one-to-one, manual one-by-one, which is just a time, very, 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 very time-consuming process. Now, just made it very simple. While these are being done, generally it takes you, some time because these are bulk images and all that. You can just go for a walk, and your images will be ready, right? And yeah, that's the thing, right, guys? We got agents here. You have V5. I want to show you more stuff in the V5 because our previously we had AI image designer and we have AI perfect text designer. We combined it and upgraded it, right? And that's why in your design, if you see that there was this fix the image option and it's not available there, that's why we intentionally removed it, because most of the image that you see will come here perfect. So if you want to create photorealistic images, come to photorealism. If you want animal style images like anthropomorphic animals, cinematic, real life animals, animal cooking, animal traveling, it's in the category. So we made your whole experience of navigating through the, much better. You don't have to keep scrolling down and all that, right? So that's the beauty. You want to recreate any image that you see on the internet. Well, there you can. Let's say I want to recreate this image. I'm just gonna upload to Prompt Magic. It's gonna take it. It's gonna describe it. It's gonna decode it for me so that I don't have to think about prompt. Because a lot of times we have this issue of portraying our thoughts to an AI. This solves it. Okay, this solves it. Use the prompt, generate to Ford style, and done, right? This is the high quality. You can convert to quality. And look at this, right? All my designs are ready here, upscaled and background removed. How powerful that is, right? If someone doesn't come good, you can always redo them and all that. And mostly you will find perfect cutting, perfect with edges detection and all that. We got the world's best background removal system over there, so it cuts all the pieces properly and perfectly and gives you the design that you want. So that is, in a nutshell, it's your Artistly V5. Again, it's not an image generator anymore. It's an automated army of design agents that takes your idea into a finished product, into a bulk design in just one click, so that you can get there faster. Because right now it's all about speed and the quality, right? Because again, remember, 0 multiplied by 100, it's still a 0. So you need quality and you need speed, and both of that you get in Artistly. I know some questions that how you can some questions that how like this AI design assistant and all that showing blocked and elite. So Paul, you can show like if the user already has the commercial, how do they like unlock these things, just in case if they don't have the unlimited or elite license. You can show that process.
Yeah, so there's two ways to do it, folks. So one is basically it's gonna pop up like a message will pop up when you try to click AI design agents or one of these features saying, hey, you need to upgrade, and then you can click on that button, it'll go to that direct link. That's one way. The other way is you guys can go to this link. I'll put it up right now. Actually, I'll post it for those who are asking. It's maybe easier because it's a little bit there. So in the chat, you guys can check it out. So it's basically artistly.ai/l/elite. So you guys can go there. But the easiest way is just go to your My Purchases in your account, and it'll show up there to get it. We tested it; it is in there. So that's one where you can go to. I posted the link. But so let's just go to that My Purchases. I'll show you how that will look like, just as an understanding, so you'll see it. Let me take a look at that. My screen here. All right.
And while Paul is opening that up, I see I'm gonna answer some questions, right? Yeah. So perfect. When we're gonna have the V5 upgrade? We're slowly rolling out the next 24 hours. every one of your account will be upgraded automatically for absolutely free update, right? Version 5, and enjoy it, right? So perfect. Yeah,
Yeah, so
you
it's
go.
gonna look something like this, guys. So in this account, it sees Artistly Unlimited, right? So if you had the basic account, it's gonna have an option go up in your My Purchases to get the Elite, right? If you click on that, it's gonna go to like just how like it says check details, it'll go to that page where basically you can go purchase it. So what that means in other words is like if you went into, let's say, artistly.ai, right? I'll just go right now. So for you folks so you can see it. So here, see when you go down and you click this purchase, right? So what's going to happen is you see how it says commercial and then premium, right? So the question was, what's the difference between premium and elite and unlimited? It's the same thing, right? The idea is that we only have one thing that you can upgrade if you bought this commercial basic account. So what we mean by basic account is this $49 one-time payment account. So if you got this one, basically you get a bunch of these features as mentioned here. But if you want the AI design agents and some of these other things, because of the high number of compute resources, meaning AI servers that are required, we want you to get this. So let's say you get the premium account, which is this one, $147. So then what happens is here, you don't have to buy anything. So it's included. So that's what is in my account. You see it says unlimited. So I got this one. So then it's unlimited. You don't have to buy anything. All the stuff we talked about is included. Now, what happens is if you got the commercial, right, account, and then that $47 one, let's say, for example, and then let's say you don't know how to upgrade or whatever, it will be under that My Purchases link that you see there, right? So what will happen is you'll say check details to get the elite or premium or unlimited or whatever. It's the same thing. Then you can just, it'll go to a page that looks something like this. Hey, upgrade one time, it'll expire at any time, that kind of thing. And then it'll be $97 or whatever. And then you click on it.
It's a lifetime membership, 100%.
Yeah, this is for the lifetime access, right? Obviously. And then that's the elite slash, let's say premium or unlimited or whatever. So that's it. You get that and you don't have to buy anything. To answer, the simple point is if you're already unlimited, you get everything. Okay, meaning on that page, there you got this 147, you never have to buy anything. We've been updating it for the last few years now already. You saw 5 version updates, right? Obviously. But in the case of you just got the $49 version, so then under My Purchases you'll see it. Or even like let's say you go in here and then there was a question that came in that I saw, which was, hey, you know, mine doesn't show v5, just log out. So you go to log out and log in and you're going to see it. So this is the update, v5, the video is updated here as well, right? Hope that is clear. And then here you see Fast AI Image Designer. You go in here and any one of these, let's say AI design agents. You click on it, a pop-up will show up saying, hey, you don't have access to it because you only have the basic account. Do you want to upgrade? And it's going to take you to that link. That link will take you to that page I showed you, which is where you can get it for $97. That's the idea here. So these features, because of the high number of compute resources, as I mentioned, a little bit expensive for us, actually very expensive for us. So that's the idea here. Now, the other question that came in as well that I kind of wanted to answer here while we're at it, was the question was about train your own AI. I wanted to address that and some other topics like that, which was, hey, you know, in the previous version that I was using, version 4.0, I had some of these features that I was using. So we've not removed any features. We've kind of merged them together to simplify it. Because what happens is if we added all these features, let's say all these features that we have under these subcategories of AI design agents on the top here, okay, it would not have been so easy for you to navigate, especially if you're going through your laptop and stuff like that. So that's the reason why we put them under subcategories. Under AI design agents, you have clip art, coloring page, and YouTube thumbnails and all that kind of good stuff, like script to storybook and stuff like that. In the case of train your own AI, remember we had train your own AI where you had to train your own realistic, your own faces, 3D, 2D and stuff like that. We put that under the consistent character. So in other words, it's in the consistent characters tab. Under that, realistic images is your photos. So this is where you can put yourself wearing a suit or doing actions or whatever. That's basically here under the realistic images. 2D, 3D is where you can upload a 2D or 3D photo, and multi-consistent characters is where you can have 2 photos and then create, you know, multi-consistent character photos and that sort of thing. Similarly, to think about it logically, where would my, for example, like as we mentioned already, right? Where would the mock-up creators and print on demand and product photos, they're under the AI design agent. So we basically made them more streamlined. So in the future, when we're making additions to it, let's say, we can all put them under these sections here. It'll be easier for you to navigate as a user thing, because what we are noticing is we're doing all these updates. Guys are spending weeks, months to do it, and people when they get overwhelmed, they log into the application and they're like, there's 30 options. I don't know. I keep scrolling and scrolling. It's too many things happening. And that is the reason why we did it this way. Okay. So that's the other thing that I kind of wanted to address here as well. So hope that is clear. And then the other thing was about this. My favorite personally was this. I know how much time was spent by Yash and our team to get this done, okay? This is the AI bulk actions. And this is the future, whether you like it or not, whether a lot of these folks who create AI design tools, let's say a Canva or a Photoshop and stuff, this is where it's headed. So what I mean by that is when you click here, you can pick a bunch of photos, right? You can pick a bunch of photos and you can run sub tasks underneath it, you know? So let's say I pick a photo here, right? Say I select. I can then say, for example, next, what do I want to do? I want to remove the background of this image. Okay, I can do that next, right? And then next, I can add another step. What do I want to do after this? After it removes the background, I want it to upscale. There you go. And in the future, we'll be adding more of these, what we call workflow, step by step. Because what that means is, in other words, tomorrow you wanted to do some things where, hey, I'm kind of just frustrated with having to manually remove a background, manually upscale an image, or let's say outpaint an image, meaning you're stretching a vertical image to a horizontal image. Or let's say, for example, we're talking about storybooks. One of the questions that came in is 300 DPI. I want to convert it for 300 DPI. Okay, I want to use it. So you can convert that right here. And the idea is that certain times, it simplifies things. Let's say you created an image in a certain dimension and you want to turn all those images into different dimensions. You can do that here. You want to upscale all images at once. You can do that here and add other elements. So this is going to be worked upon a lot more into the future. And the beauty of this will be that it will simplify a lot of the steps that you had to go step by step into one. And you can do multiple images, as you can see here too. So, and that will be even more focused towards it down the line. And the reason why I'm so excited about this is to address that main question you folks were asking, which was effectively, hey, you know, I like this one feature in Artistly. Let's say it was the upscaler feature, or let's say it's a storybook feature. Let's say it's personalized storybooks feature. But, you know, I created the images. I want to do this one extra thing. Right now I have to upload every single image to do that. Or let's say, for example, if I could just remove the background to upload it to Amazon, or make it a transparent background image for an e-commerce product, or let's say for even a book or whatever, that you can do with this workflow. Okay. And this is an engine we've developed. So what that means, in other words, is we can further develop it into the future and add new things. Okay, this is the reason why it sometimes takes long to make these updates. It's because we're thinking of it more in the perspective of not, oh, we just created this update and we're done. It's more like, hey, what do we add here to simplify it? And just think about it, right? Like one of the feature requests that came in, which I just was checking right now, was, hey, you know, I wanted this element. And I thought that was excellent, was, hey, you know, in the past, we used to have subcategories, 2D, 3D images and stuff like that under the AI image designer. Right now, when I go here, I see create from prompt. I don't see that option. Why did we do that? Well, it's because if you go here, if you think about it, here under the AI Illustrator, we have more categories. So instead of just a drag down where you have 2 or 3, now we have anime style, we have doodle style and all that stuff. So you can come here, you want Pixar style, you can do it. You can pick a bunch of quantity here, 4 or 5, the dimensions and all that, and you can generate them. No need for prompting, no need for wasting a bunch of time. Say, for example, I want to do, let's say, for example, a cartoon character, and I wanted it to be in 16 by 9, let's say, like a horizontal YouTube thing, where I'd say, cute 3D cartoon duck is swimming in the ocean and escaping sharks, let's say, right? Let's say that's the thing, right? You see here, we added the edit from prompt. What do you want to do? We have the enhancement. You can enhance this prompt a bit and it'll enhance it. So it'll make it a little bit better. So I don't have to use any creativity, and boom, you see this? I put this right here, then I can generate the image. Now, why this is exciting for us personally, even if you bought the $49 commercial license, the basic account or whatever, why we are so excited about it is that the engine that generates the images is perfect from the get-go. This was why we named it v5.0. We could have named it 4.8, 4.9, whatever. Why that matters is that in the past, we used to allow you, say for example, if you go in here, I wanted to show you this one real quickly, which is what's so exciting from that standpoint. So if you go here, you see how we set speed and quality, fast and high quality. Okay, what does that mean? Let's just discuss what does that exactly mean. So let me zoom that in. So I kind of want to talk about this. So in the past, what that meant was when you put high quality, right, it just took a little bit longer to generate the image, but it gave you better quality, correct? So then a lot of people, what they would say is, I just don't want all the settings. Like when I go into AI design agents and I create a storybook, or I go to virtual influencers or posters and stuff like that, I don't want to have to decide between fast and high quality. Whether it's 10 images at once, 4 images at once, I just wanted high quality from the get-go. So this took a long time to figure out how do we do it, because we have limited resources, limited servers and stuff like that. And so finally we've done it in a way where even if you got the basic $49 account, doesn't matter, right? Even if you got that, the quality is going to be highest quality that's available in the marketplace today for any price. So that means, in other words, anything you can imagine, you never have to worry thinking, hey, because I didn't select this high quality, is that the reason why the quality of the image is low, or the text quality is low, or whatever it might be. So in other words, if you think about it, so if I generated this cartoon duck image story, correct? I did this, you see this 3D stamp, looks pretty cool, right? And what I'm trying to get at here ultimately is that if this was the image before, you would have thought, hey, if it is 4 images, the quality might not be that good. So one of the 4 images might be good. That was the reason why every other application in the marketplace would offer you to do 4 images at once, because the fear was, hey, 1 out of the 4 or 2 out of the 4 would be good. The other ones might have 6 fingers in the hand, or 5 legs or something like that. And so here, what we did is we systemized that such that they are good every single time. Okay, from the get-go. Whether you did 4 images at once, you did 1 image at once, whether you used the storybook, you used any one of these features, from the get-go, it's high quality. Okay, now the same way it also applies to any of these bulk generation stuff that we're talking about. So let's say bulk actions we discussed just now. We talked about AI Illustrator. We're talking about the AI design agents, where it does the whole storybook for you, or it does the whole thing, actions for you. Let's say the bulk actions, or the flip books section, all this other interesting stuff that we've done. What we've actually focused on, if you see like this AI design agents and this personalized storybooks and other cool things, is again, coming back to the point, whether it's your stories, creating a new story and all that, every single module, or let's say aspect of it, is of the highest quality possible. Okay, so in other words, let's say OpenAI came with GPT 4.5, and it is a little bit better to write the story behind the scenes for us. I'm saying we didn't include that because it's of the highest possible quality. We don't want you to think, hey, there's another tool out there which can generate better scripts for me. You see? Or let's say it's image generation or text to speech, where we're doing the narration. Hey, 11 Labs has better quality text to speech, so I want to use that. We didn't want you to do that. So every element of it is of the highest possible quality. And that allows us and allows you never to fear about the outputs not coming across the way it should. Okay, because of, let's say, for example, we kind of made it a little bit cheaper quality to save some bucks. We didn't want to do that. Okay, so that's the biggest aspect here. And then similarly, the other thing I wanted to mention here is that a lot of folks have a lot of niche features. Let's say, like for example, this one, wall art sketch, right? Not so much that everybody who comes in would use this feature, but some people have a specific use case for it. So in such a case, what we've done is, instead of you getting overwhelmed with a bunch of features, we put them as subcategory, but also you see that little question mark on the top. We've also done the tutorials tab, where each one of these features will have sub tutorials under them. So the 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes tutorials and stuff like that. So that means you can go in and you know how to use this feature and you're good to go. You don't have to come into a live stream every time to learn it. We're going to announce big features obviously here, but that's the goal here. And why do we do these live streams as a process? To get feedback as well, obviously. Okay, so one of the questions was, please provide integration into click sites. Perfect question. And that's gonna happen soon, because we created the modules here. Because one of the problems always for us personally was, hey, let's do integration between Artistly and our Video Express 2.0 coming up, okay, very shortly. one of the things that we were concerned about was Artistly had a huge variation of updates, let's say for the last couple of years. So let's say you created image number second like a year and a half ago. That was not as good as image number one today, or image 1000 you created, let's say. So the problem always was, hey, from the get-go, if you're turning these images into videos, these flipbooks and these storybooks into videos, the images have to be of the highest quality. So when you go and integrate it into Video Express, the video become good quality. Like if you do a blurry image that doesn't make any sense with like a human with 5 legs, I mean, a video ain't gonna come perfectly. So that's the reason why this update was so important for us to do it, where tomorrow for Click Sites, it's gonna be an easy integration because the images you generate are perfect from the get-go. Does that make sense? So that way you can link that and you never have to worry about quality and stuff like that, so that every aspect of it from the get-go is good quality. Now, what does that mean exactly for you? Let's talk about that, okay? Because that's the most important thing. So imagine a lot of you folks were asking us about the integrations with applications like a Video Express and stuff like that. When we figure out, say, the best quality text to speech, okay, which we did for the narration for the actual application for that personalized storybooks, we added the best quality text to speech voices. How did we figure that out? When we were working for Video Express 2.0 update, we figured out ways that we can improve the text-to-speech quality because we're doing a lot of research on that. So we thought, hey, let's include that into Artistly too, because it will make a lot of sense. So yes, some of these features will be integrated into other applications of ours as well for free that you own, because the idea will be always the best, okay? You should not be going to a Kling because it does better image to video. Well, you should be using Video Express. You should not be using 11 Labs because it has better text-to-speech. It will be part of our applications. Okay, you don't have to go and get ChatGPT 4.5 because it drives better script writing or whatever. It will be included in the application behind the scenes. We don't care about costs anymore. The idea here is about quality and the outputs, because at the end of the